Oh yeah, speaking of, here it is. Speaking of Kanye.
On the Palestinians.
I don't have enough information on that. I'm
Okay.
straight up from south side of Chicago, born in Atlanta. I don't have enough information. It's love for everybody, but don't pull me to that conversation. I got 14 kids dying every week in my city.
Bro, you know what's really funny about this? This dude said he loves Adolf Hitler. And he's hitting the "it's complicated" line when it comes to Israel, dude. Once again, proving the point that I like to make all the time. It's not anti-Semitism, it's anti-Israel that really gets people going. Okay? Ben Shapiro is about to be like, yeah, you know what? Kanye actually, he's not wrong. It is a complicated situation.
You know what I'm saying? So talk to me about that.
Yes. All right, thank you, Kanye.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you, Kanye.
Your thoughts on the Palestinians?
I don't have enough information.
Anyway, to be fair, he did not say he loved Hitler because of the Holocaust. He said he loved Hitler because you're supposed to love everyone. Come on, dog. Really? Bro. Come on, man. The fact that a Nazi agrees with me really says a lot about the left. What is happening, dude? He says something different about Palestine in a leak. Yeah, I think he knows. Palestine is a really fucking reliable litmus test. Kanye becoming a Zionist after realizing it's the most anti-Semitic thing you can be. Yeah. Bro, you can tell, like, first of all, it's so funny because he was like shitting on Benjamin Netanyahu. And I think it was literally because he was like, well, that's like the king of the Jews, right? Like in his mind, he thought like, yeah, that's the president of Jewish people. That's why, like, he's like, you know, my trainer who's Jewish, and then Benjamin Netanyahu, the king of the Jews. Of course, I'm going to shit on him. Like it was nothing beyond that. You know what I mean? Like there was no real political reason for why he brought up Netanyahu's name other than the fact that he probably thought like he's somehow associated with Judaism. It's pretty funny though that like the fact that he said he loves Hitler was not enough for some people in the chat. But like he also openly said like all the Nazi shit, you know, like how Jews run the world and they run the media and all this stuff. Like he said all of those things. So it's the most Nazi you can be. I mean, honestly, it's literally the most Nazi you can be. He was too anti-Semitic for InfoWars. He was too anti-Semitic for Gavin fucking McGinnis. He said things that a lot of Nazis don't say out loud. He was running for president and had a real neo-Nazi be his campaign manager. He called himself the Adolf. He had a spreadsheet of prominent Jews. He had an Excel spreadsheet of prominent Jews on his phone, which was one of my favorite types of versions of that. Because it was all people, some of which were Jewish, others that were married to Jewish people, and the last category, which is the funniest, suspected Jew. Classic 4chan brain, dude. I remember looking through this list to be like, to parse through it. Obviously, who gives a fuck if someone is Jewish or not? Like, but it is pretty funny that the list had like straight up Gentiles. And they just had like literally fucking next to the straight up Gentile guys. It'll be like Jonathan. And then on the side it's like suspected Jew? Question mark?
From south side of Chicago, born in Atlanta. I don't have enough information.
Also, I do think that he has information. I think he's just not saying it because he realizes like he just released the album and like anti-Semitism and loving Adolf Hitler is one thing. But if he's out here fucking criticizing Israel, that's a whole different thing.
She fight for Palestine because it's her people, and she said, you have no idea how much this means to me. It's been a conversation for me and my family since my father was...
What are you talking about? This is literally fucking AI, dude. Kanye West talks to TMZ, stands by anti-Semitism.
It's good to see you.
You know what it is? We won.
Hey, congrats.
We won. That's it. We did number one. Number one all over the world. You know what
Dude, this is so Trump. It's crazy.
it is?
I heard you made $19 million off that Super Bowl ad too.
Well, that's the people have always wanted that, you know. And I went to different companies, and they would never let me bring it like that. It was always ways that they were blocking us from hitting the prices. So I had to leave from those companies, and you know, I was two months. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. I was 2 months from going bankrupt.
Really?
And I put everything I had into it. We moved to Italy. We moved to the factories, and we survived. We survived through the cancellation. We're back number one.
Bro, you are canceled. You're flying commercial. He's 100% canceled. He's definitely cooked. I take everything back. Bro, you're Kanye West and you're flying commercial. You're fucking cooked, son. Oh my God, you're so cooked.
Do you think the
For the
controversy
people?
helped you?
It wasn't about the controversy. It was about the ability to say how you felt out loud. And if I didn't have the various skill sets,
He's made his merch prices $20. He's a real deal socialist trying to bridge class divides. Didn't he originally make his merch really expensive as he always does? And then fucking people wouldn't buy it. So then he did the Super Bowl ad. And then also lowered the price to $20 or some shit.
of music and clothing and the fan base, they would have been able to destroy me. But because we had all those skill sets, somehow I'm here inside of this universe, able to fight.
You can't be destroyed, it would appear.
Thank you. Love you. Love you. And love all the people that support it. And you know what I'm saying? We needed to have something that was Apple level. You know, where's the Apple level? It's just me and my bro Elon. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Some of the streaming platforms removed you.
We number one.
Right.
We number one. You know, everything that they did only helped us. I like it. Remove us. I like simplification. Streaming platforms is bullshit to the artists anyway. Really? Spotify would give us $500 million between all of us and say, work it out amongst yourselves. I'm like, what? Well, what about Adele? What about Drake? What about Weeknd? What about Taylor Swift? What about me? They like, no. Doesn't matter how much any of y'all stream. Y'all got to work that $500 million. A $500 million? A $500 million? That's what streaming companies think of us as the musicians, and all the label owners just hand it over.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
We ain't on that, bro. As long as I breathe, I'm here for all of my artists, all of my peers, and all the people. People get in the way. That's what the market does. They get in the way. The diamonds are infinite, but people make a market out of it and try to charge more. They make diamonds.
Bro, he just, I mean, he looks like he lost the plot. Like, I don't know what else to say. It just seems like he just seems not very stable.
Is our girl's best friend. You see what I'm saying? They make the Twix bigger. They trying to make us fat.
No, I mean, babe, but I feel like there's a lot of normies who don't really care about the Kanye thing because they just shrug it off as he's crazy. And I feel like a lot of people are missing that in here. Like, not everyone who listens to him is a Nazi, but fuck Kanye. I think that's, I mean, most people know, I think. Like, all my normie friends know. Wait, did they say they made the Twix bigger? What?
You know what I mean?
What do you have to say to people?
Wait, what?
Girl's best friend. You see what I'm saying? They make the Twix bigger. They trying to make us fat. You know what I mean?
What do you
What the fuck is he? Dude, he's just rambling, dude. It's crazy.
have to say to people who resent your success based on some things you've said they disagree with?
That's the whole thing. They got the right to their opinion. I got the right to my opinion. You understand what I'm saying? We all have the rights to our opinions, but so many people will lose their jobs, lose their careers for taking the steps that we took. You know, we went down for like a year and a half. You know, people think that I got, you know, kicked out of Adidas for the tweet. We were having problems before. They were stealing my designs. They still trying to sue me. It's like, get right.
Right.
Get right, be honest. Y'all gonna send me $100 million a year, then say that I misallocated the marketing. I was the marketing. Look at where y'all at now. Look at where we at right now. Y'all wanna play? You're not gonna have me nap on the board. These companies, Gap, Balenciaga, they just wanna use the celebrities and have us be like the polo man on the top of the horse. And everybody knows, everybody felt what I felt. You know what I'm saying? I even said the apology and they still fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? I said apology. Some of the stuff I was saying was true. So until y'all come up and say, yo.
He said, I apologize, but also some of the stuff I said was true. Okay, dude. This was my idol at one point. It's so sad. I still wear polo to this day because of this guy. Listen, just he has beef with Twix.
You see what I'm saying? They make the Twix bigger. They trying to make us fat. You know what I mean?
You still backing down Trump?
They motherfucking made the Twix double the size, trying to make us fat.
Why? What the fuck? Why is he so mad about the Twix situation?
Yo, that's Kanye. Yo, Kanye, I'm a big fan.
You gotta greet my wife before you greet me.
Hello.
What the fuck?
That's Siri.
Yo, where your shoes at, gang?
New Yeezys.
Alright, that's a weird ass interaction, but I still need that picture though. Kanye, what the fuck?
No cameras.
My phone. Got the cheeks out?
Got the cheeks out. Okay. I don't know why he fucking thinks that the Twix got bigger. I would have expected him to fucking hate Joe Brandon and how the Twix got smaller. It's called shrinkflation. You know what I mean? I actually am wondering what the fuck he's talking about. I suspect he's just getting fat and he wants to blame it on someone else. Which, I'll be honest, is like real and valid. He's like, the Jews made the Twix bars bigger because they want to make me fat. You know what I mean?
What he was saying, some of that was true, then go ahead with all that.
Do you take back any of the anti-Semitic stuff you might have said?
Black people can't be anti-Semitic. We are Jew. You understand what I'm saying? We are.
He's an anti-Mexican.
Jew.
I think
So cool out until you do your facts. Until you really do the facts with the fake indoctrination that y'all pull into the schools and all that. You know what I'm saying? We're not following y'all rules.
I mean, just like calling.
Like, unlike Donda Academy, which is no longer in operation, but a lot of good stuff was happening there, schooling wise. If it was called To Pimp a Vulture, Fantano would have given it a solid 10. Okay, dude.
Death con on Jews, and that's like, do you take back any of that sort of more extreme stuff?
You know
said?
what? For all the kids that love me, all the Jewish kids that love me, I'm sorry if y'all had to hear a grown-up conversation with us screaming at each other. But we got to a point where something needed to happen. Something needed to be said. Somebody needed to say something. Now, if you're in an argument with somebody, you're not gonna say everything the right way. But it got to a point where y'all ain't gonna just keep running, start calling me bizarre and impressed for all these years. I got to a point, how many more times?
I can't tell if he like peaked at having the most like anti-corporate attitude, but still within the confines of liberalism, and therefore like desperately was seeking out a villain, which liberals often do, and then arrived at like the most classic conspiracy, Jews being responsible for it. And now like every argument that he makes basically revolves around Jews. Like when he's talking about the streamers, like you can look into every single thing that he's saying and I guess like tried to derive a serious message out of it. Like when he's talking about even the Twix getting bigger, they're trying to make us fat. It's like maybe he means like fast food and like shitty options of food are making people fatter. Okay, even though it is getting smaller. But overall, the Twix thing really got to you. It really did. It fucked me up. Well, like when he's talking about corporations that use black celebrities like stand-ins for black culture and don't care about their own well-being, he's right. He's right about that. But I think he just attributes all of that back to Jews. And I don't think he's being like philosophical about any of it. I think he's just like legitimately thinks he's so right because he's so fucking narcissistic and he doesn't have a single goddamn person with a brain cell who isn't a sycophant in his immediate orbit. So now he's just like stuck that way. No one went in and basically like rewired him. And he's just stuck on the fucking Candace Owens track. Why are you trying to make sense of his words? I mean, like when he talks about streamers and how they abuse artists, or when he talks about corporations, how they don't give a fuck about the well-being of artists and they want to use black people as like stand-ins for black culture, that part is correct. It's just that he then will fucking go along and be like, oh yeah, it's because of Jews. But yeah, anyway, I'm not saying this is like defend him at all. He sucks. And he's gone. I don't think he'll ever come back. He's literally the son of Black Panthers, and you think all he can see is Jews? He literally had a verse that went, the conditions of this capitalist society is what made them on Donda. Yes, I am saying that. And for the record, I'm not saying that. He's saying that. I'm saying at the top of the hour, there is abuse. Abuse from me to those who are unsubscribed. Okay? I'm saying that, which is true. But once you say you love Adolf Hitler, it's a wrap. That's it. I feel like he's right on stuff like abortion and wokeness, but his message is too aggressive. Kanye is absolutely back and never really left. His fan base is still very large and strong and growing. I only began to discover his music recently. Kanye West is so right about abortion and stuff. It's just that, like, I hate that he's black, but when he's rapping, and I think rapping is also disgusting, filthy music, but when I hear him rap, I close my eyes and I think maybe if it was Donald Trump saying these words, then he would be wonderful. Hell yeah, he's growing. He's still growing in size, brother. He found me. I found him.
They're gonna call me crazy. How many more times are they gonna give me fake medication that makes me fat off of a misdiagnosis when I really have slight signs of autism from the car accident? But then y'all gave me, you said,
Yo! He said he got a car accident induced autism.
whatever, just give them that bipolar medication. Y'all try to kill the superheroes, but we here, we alive. You know what I'm saying?
People calling you crazy and misinformed.
What'd you say?
By the way, you're so correct. I think you should not admit that you heard about Kanye West the first time in your life in 2024. Actually, like, automatically, I'm assuming you're a Nazi, okay? Like, there's no way I'm ever going to look at you and go, oh, wow, you're anything but a Nazi. I didn't hear about Kanye until he said some Nazi shit, and I really like it now. No, I know you're joking, chatter. I'm saying the other chatter basically said that. The grill lisp really softens the anti-Semitism. Kind of.
Thoughts on the Palestinians?
I don't have enough information on that. I'm straight up.
Bro, you don't have any information on anything. The fuck do you mean? He does not mind yapping about everything else. Okay? I mean, to be fair, it's probably good that he's not like pro-Palestine. Okay? I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like, boys, we would not recover from that. Okay? Like, I feel like every fucking annoying like Zionist on Twitter has like been waiting for a moment to just straight up be like, see? Like, I think it's good that he said he has no... What is this? How about some real investigating for once? Cut through the noise and get to the bottom of this Twix psyop. Yeah. Have to share this clip. You have insane precog with what all conspiracy theories lead to. Oh, yeah.
So much of what you're saying, like
They've gone for far too long. They've gone for far too long without mentioning Jewish people. It's got to happen.
never heard of before, and it goes against like a lot of the things that I've been told are true.
You have been lied to for so much, and then you can kind of get into something else, which I accidentally stumbled upon, which was, were there gas chambers in Nazi Germany? And did 6 million people die in Nazi Germany?
Yes.
That's a great answer, but it's probably the wrong answer.
Remember, this is about anti-vaxxers starting communes in Mexico. Okay? Every single conspiracy theory always ends up with Jews did it. Okay? You go far enough down that rabbit hole, and there's always Jews at the bottom of the rabbit hole. Okay? Always. Historic enemy. Every conspiracy theory. These people are now kidnapping local Mexicans from the villages. Wait, what? Even flat earth. Yes. 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 Listen, you become exactly, the chatter is correct. You become a debate lord for a long enough timeline, you're gonna defend or debate at least incest and pedophilia. Okay? It's gonna happen. And if you become a conspiracy theorist, you're gonna inevitably arrive at anti-Semitism. That's always how it works. I think it's because like just had a thought. Do we know what conspiracy theorists look like somewhere in Japan where they do not have a culture of anti-Semitism, at least in the traditional sense? Japanese people have the coolest version of anti-Semitism. They have philo-Semitism, where they think like Jews are all powerful goblins, but they think it's sick and that they should like they're literally like, oh, Jews definitely are like money goblins, but they should be our money goblins. Like, why would you kill them? It's true. We looked at it. It was such a fun little thing that we learned. Yeah. That's still bad though, but it's funny.